Toastmasters, very welcome guests. I'm going to speak about procrastination. The first part of my speech will be to tell you what procrastination is and the causes. The second part of my speech will be to give you some tips to overcome procrastination, to fight it out of your life. Is there any procrastinator here? Oh! Anybody wants to give me a definition of procrastination?
Somebody who puts off tomorrow what they could do today?
Yes, yes, that's what the dictionary says, yes. Procrastination is to put off doing something out of laziness or carelessness. But that is not as simple as that. Procrastination is not a question, simply a question of poor time management skills. It's more than that. They say procrastinators are, it looks like we are kind of lazy or uncaring, but that's not true. We are just trying to avoid unpleasant emotions. Like avoid being sad or angry. There is mainly 5 fears that we are trying to avoid when we procrastinate things. We don't have all those fears, well, a very bad case, yes, but maybe we have 1 or 2 of these fears. And these are fear of being overwhelmed, fear of failure, fear of success, fear of disapproval, and there's one more, fear of not being perfect. So when you have the fear of being overwhelmed, it's like you think about some task and you begin to make it bigger on your head, on your mind. You begin to make it like complex, and then you think about and you think about, and it becomes so complex that it's almost impossible to do, and then you just freeze and don't do anything. The fear of failure, it's when you think that maybe you are going to fail, and then you're going to feel defeated, and you're going to feel devastated because you felt defeated and you froze, you do nothing. Fear of disapproval is when you are so afraid of rejection that anything that a family member or a friend or a Toastmaster can tell you, you understand it like being a heavy criticism, and then you shut down. Fear of not being perfect, it's, you know how perfectionist people are, they just want to do it perfect, and so it's almost impossible to do everything perfect. And fear of success is when you think that if you were successful, it's just plain luck. And so you think maybe next time I'm not lucky, so I'm not being successful. So you just freeze it, you don't do it. So these are mainly the causes of procrastination. We are trying to avoid these feelings, these unpleasant emotions. How can we overcome it? There's 10 tips, and I'm just going to tell you the titles. I'm not going to go over them because I printed them, and under each one you have a little explanation. So these 10 tips are: commit to a new attitude, identify your fears. Which one of the fears that I told you is the one that makes you more avoidant? Make a simple list, break it down. This one I love. Reward yourself. go to gas and make some good coffee. Replace perfect with good enough. And start. Do not worry about the finish. Create a productive environment. Make it enjoyable. And schedule your tasks and keep up with your schedule. Procrastination can be very limiting. It limits your opportunities and makes you have a lot of anxiety. Makes you even cry. No, it's just my nose. I didn't finish. I have a little time yet. So in Portugal, in high school, to learn English, we had to read books. I remember reading David Copperfield by Charles Dickens, and I'm going to end my speech with a quote from Charles Dickens. He said, 2 centuries ago, that procrastination is the thief of time.
Wow.